Welcome to the Believe Podcast Network SoCal Sweat. My name is Ann McDaniels, a former NFL cheerleader and product manager turned actress and model who dreams of being a UFC fighter. Meow. Learning strategies to help motivate others leads me to bring you interviews each week from a range of athletes, experts in fitness and nutrition, and so much more. Thanks for listening to Believe, the #1 podcast for working professionals, and let's push our endorphins to higher performance through SoCal Sweat. This is your host, Ann McDaniels, and thank you so much for joining me on another episode of Believe SoCal Sweat. Today, we're going to be screaming for ice cream. And there are so many indulgent, creamy, fabulous versions, brands, flavors, creamy or with toys, what have you. But there are also many healthy alternatives to ice creams on the market. They range from paleo to keto to vegan and every other diet in between. And during the pandemic, we realized YOLO and FOMO. You only live once and you don't want to have fear of missing out. And even as Snoop Dogg himself says, when I'm no longer rapping, I want to open up an ice cream parlor and call myself Scoop Dogg. Well, it's better than Snoop Lion, which he had a few years prior. And also I want to say, life is like ice cream. Enjoy it before it melts. And again, due to that pandemic, what we're still in basically, the economy, everything, we realize that we only live once and we don't want to fear of missing out. So let's indulge in the things that we love, and that is ice cream. But there are so many alternative versions that are lower calorie, and they can range from 300 to 1,000 calories per pint. I find it interesting that the serving size used to be a quarter cup, but that is so unrealistic. It's completely unrealistic. I mean, we can get more in a sample at Costco than what would be considered a serving size. So the FDA took that upon themselves and did say, no, it's not realistic for somebody to measure a quarter cup because that's so many calories and then they're going to indulge even more. So the FDA actually changed it to a half a cup of serving. So thank you, FDA. Again, even a half a cup to me is not realistic, but there are so many alternative versions that are a lot less calories and even added proteins and less sugars. But before we get into it, I want to give you some fun facts. In 2021, these are the top flavors of ice cream in America. That's chocolate, butter pecan, strawberry, chocolate chip cookie dough, hazelnut chocolate, cookies and cream, lemon, salted caramel, pistachio, and vanilla. And next, these are the top 10 greatest ice creams of all time. And that would be Rocky Road, Neapolitan, chocolate brownie, cookies and cream, mint chocolate chip, strawberry, chocolate chip cookie dough, chocolate chip, chocolate, and vanilla. My absolute favorite would probably be chocolate chip cookie dough or just chocolate brownie. Anything with a ton of toys in it. I also love that Turkey Hill Moose Tracks. Yeah, I need toys. I don't want some creamy gelato or something like that, or icy gelato. I want things in it. I want to crunch it, I want to peanut butter it, caramel it, the whole nine. Also, the top 10 ice creams of all time would be Ben & Jerry's, Haagen-Dazs, Breyers, Bluebell, Baskin-Robbins, Dairy Queen, Wall's Ice Cream, Cold Stone Creamery, Nestle, and Turkey Hill. And finally, to break down Ben & Jerry's, which is actually rated #1, their top 10 flavors are milk and cookies, mint chocolate, Americone Dream, strawberry cheesecake, the Tonight Dough, fish food, we love you, Jerry Garcia, chocolate fudge brownie, Cherry Garcia, oh, there we go again, chocolate chip cookie dough, and half baked. So those are the top 10 Ben & Jerry's. And also, they also break down the worst to best fast foods as far as dessert and cones go. The worst would be Sonic Drive-In's Vanilla Cone, followed by Burger King's Vanilla Cone, Jollibee's Chocolate Twirl, McDonald's Vanilla Cone, which is always usually, McDonald's, their machines are always broken, so not recommended, and A&W's Signature Soft Cone, and Chick-fil-A's Ice Dream Cone, because it's actually not ice cream, it's actually Ice Dream, because it's not considered a real ice cream. but the best would be Tasty Freeze's vanilla soft serve cone, Andy's frozen custard's chocolate custard cone, Shake Shack's custard cone in general, Culver's vanilla waffle cone, Jason's Deli ice cream cone. And by the way, Jason's Delis, they're always free, no matter what. You get a free ice cream cone. You can choose from vanilla, chocolate, or vanilla chocolate swirl. Jason's Deli, free cones. And Rally's Wicked Strawberry Cone. And finally, Dairy Queen's Chocolate Dipped Cone. So those are the worst to the best as far as fast foods. What is your favorite? Honestly, I'm really not picky about ice cream. Put an ice cream cone in front of me, I will eat it. And besides the obvious tantalizing enjoyment, there are actually health benefits to eating ice cream. Even though we're willing to have it during the hot summer and snowy winter, it does come with a little guilt due to having a lot of sugar and fat, but it's just what it is. There are some benefits to ice cream that will let you enjoy the scoop of deliciousness in peace, and that includes the extra calcium that can make your bones and teeth strong. It also helps replenish vitamins and minerals in the body. It gives you a boost of energy and happiness. It stimulates the brain. It boosts the immune system. And it increases serotonin production, which again makes you happier. Ice cream makes you happy. Have you ever gone through a breakup? Well, we usually go to ice cream. I mean, even every sitcom, sci-fi, rom-com, they're always eating ice cream when they get through something because it just makes you happy. Now, in breaking down these ice creams, they're actually in 3 different categories. The first is dairy-based light. The second is super low-calorie, non-dairy frozen desserts. And the third is dairy-free alternative frozen. So starting with the first one, it's dairy-based light, and that's low-fat dairy. That means it has to be 33% less calories than the average brand requirement. That's half the calories than the full dairy. Skim milk and non-fat milk are why the calories can come down, and they have high fiber and sugar alcohols. Now, I want to warn people, a lot of times when things are taken out of products and sugar's taken out, that means they add additives like sugar alcohols and things like added gums like guar gum to make it thicker. Because when you take out the fat and calories and sugars, something has to replace that. So a lot of times people can have severe gastric issues. So sometimes if you have any sort of problem with bloat or anything with your digestive system, kind of approach some of these non-fat alternatives or non-sugar things with caution, just because what it does is it sucks the water out of your system, which can make you have diarrhea and bloating. So just be careful if you have a sensitive stomach. So that's the first category, and that's dairy-based light. And that has to be 33% less calories than the normal dairy ice cream. The second one in category is called the super low-calorie, non-dairy frozen desserts. This is non-dairy, no sugar, usually 25 calories per serving. And the first ingredient is water. They add fiber from sugarcane, pea protein, and non-calorie sweeteners like monk fruit and stevia. And they add that guar gum to make it thicker. I mean, food scientists are genius. They can do so many things. But again, this can cause bloat due to the sugar alcohols going to your gut and the water's drawn out of your system to cause that diarrhea or bloating. This is in this second category that's the most pertinent. And finally, number 3 is the dairy-free alternative frozen. And this would include being made with soy milk, almond milk, cashew milk, avocado, coconut milk, and oat milks for lactose intolerant or if you want less calories. The oats versions, soy and almond and coconut, have less calories than the regular ice cream, but are higher than the lights. And the oat milk versions can have higher calories and lower protein than the others. They have higher calories in the oat because it's coming from actual oats that have carbs and higher calories. So those would be the dairy-free alternative frozen, and then the super low-calorie non-dairy frozen desserts, and the dairy-based light. Those are the 3 categories. So let's break down the best of the best for the healthiest and lowest calorie versions. Now these brands and flavors mentioned are in no particular order whatsoever, and I cross-referenced several different magazines, dietitians, and I just took the best of the best to give you some ideas of the healthiest ice cream options. And starring in no particular order, the first one is Arctic Zero Light Ice Cream. Even if you weren't a fan of Arctic Zero's original lactose-free ice cream alternative, you should give this one a try. It's healthy and new, and it's made from real milk, cream, and cane sugar. The pints contain no sugar alcohols, are non-GMO, and have a boost of prebiotic fiber. The top flavors are cookie and brownie dough, toffee crunch, mint and chocolate cookies, peanut butter and chocolate cookies, cookies and cream, chocolate chunk, and vanilla bean. And these pints range from 280 calories up to 360, but they're actually pretty good for you and lower calorie. The next one is the famous Halo Top that we seem to see everywhere. I mean, if you've been on Instagram, TikTok, what have you, you have seen Halo Top everywhere. And these pints range from 280 to 360 calories, so you can really not feel guilty about anything at all. And it brags about the fact that it uses organic stevia and erythritol, which is a sugar alcohol that's not supposed to affect blood glucose or cause bloating. Hopefully that does not, that works for you. Their collection also offers keto-friendly ice cream series, a dairy-free offering, and pops, and more, allowing vegans and lactose-intolerant ice cream fans to get into the hype too. There are so many flavors that hit the spot, and you're bound to find one that you will absolutely love. The top rated for Halo Top are the chocolate chip cookie dough and mint chocolate chip flavors. And the next one seems to be a direct competitor with Halo Top, and that is the brand Enlightened. Enlightened crowns itself on the best of the best in healthy ice cream, and it logs in at even fewer calories, fewer grams of sugar and fat, and more protein and fiber than other healthy ice cream brands. Their incentive flavors range from French toast and glazed donut to cold brew coffee and bananas Foster, and they log in at just 60 to 100 calories per half cup serving. Again, no longer a quarter cup, it's now a half cup. And it's sweetened with 0-calorie erythritol and packed with fiber from corn. Enlightened promises not to spike blood sugar. And also, they offer ice cream bars. So if you do not want to have a spoon, get the ice cream bars instead. And one of the top flavors is Movie Night. It tastes like movie theater popcorn with chocolate and caramel. And the generous cookie chunks and cookies and cream are overall fantastic. So that is another one that's great, is Enlightened, who boasts on being the best of the healthy ice creams. The next one comes to us from Ben & Jerry's. Oh, do we love them. This is the Ben & Jerry's Mooforia Light Ice Cream, and that's spelled MOO-PHORIA. If mix-ins are your favorite part of digging into a pint of Ben & Jerry's, which is usually what we do, they even preserve that very important part of their ice cream in their 3 new Mooforia Light Ice Cream flavors. Their chocolate milk and cookies, caramel cookie fix, and peanut butter dough all promise to be light on calories and fat, heavy on the flavor, chunks and swirls. Didn't I mention that I love toys? Yes, I think this is my Mooforia go-to. And this is all without any sugar alcohols or any other type of sugar substitutes. And what's the result? It's a treat with 60 to 70% less fat and 35% fewer calories than the traditional Ben & Jerry's ice creams. And one taste tester said that they melt fast, so eat it up quickly. Don't have to tell me twice. The next one should be very familiar with a lot of you, and this is the Kind Frozen Pints. If you love a satisfying chew in your scoop, you may want to try the Kind Healthy Snacks new plant-based ice cream line, Frozen Pints. This is the same healthy nut bar company that has branched off from snack bars to cereals, oatmeals, smoothie bowls, and now plant-based ice cream. And get this, it's not just made from dairy milk. The main ingredients are actually pear juice and almonds, or pear juice and peanuts, depending on the flavor. And when you're looking for a plant-based frozen treat, it's important to look for ones that do not have a lot of added sugar, and aim for less than a third of the daily value per serving, that also contain ample amounts of protein and fiber. This comes from nutritionist Amy Gorin, a plant-based registered dietitian and a Kind nutrition partner. And the good news is the brand's 7 flavors fit that criteria. Some are inspired by the Kind bar flavors that exist today, such as the dark chocolate almond, sea salt, and the coffee hazelnut, which is brand new. The only con is that the Kind pints don't have our usual go-to flavors like chocolate chip cookie dough or the brownie fudge. They're actually a lot more natural, so they typically go to what people love, which is the pints are super smooth and the swirls of real fruit, peanut butter, and dark chocolate, and the chunks of nuts make it extra satisfying. But if you want that, mousse tracks with the caramel, the peanut butter, the fudge. This is not that brand, but Kind Bar Pints. They're really delicious and they're very good for you. The next brand of healthy ice cream is Snow Monkey. Snow Monkey is so committed to using natural ingredients that their tagline is, "If Mother Nature didn't make it, we didn't use it." They also take care to source only ethical, non-GMO ingredients. So Snow Monkey is the best version for a nutrition purist looking for a plant-based ice cream, which means you don't want any sugar alcohols or artificial sweeteners that ruin your treat. And this is the brand for you. And again, they use those locally sourced, non-GMO ingredients. The base of their ice cream is made of bananas, apples, hemp seeds, sunflower seeds, and pure maple syrup. Then they add superfoods like acai, matcha, or cocoa powder to their 5 flavors, all of which are free of dairy, gluten, soy, eggs, sesame, and peanuts. You can count on Snow Monkey for being especially flavorful, smooth, and creamy. If you're not a chocolate person, this can be one of the favorites for chocolate. And again, it only has 5 flavors. So those are maple cinnamon, the new chocolate, which again, if you're not a chocolate lover, this is the brand for you, new matcha green tea, the new vanilla, and passion fruit. So that is Snow Monkey, who gets on its high horse with a tagline again, "If Mother Nature didn't make it, we didn't use it." So that is Snow Monkey Healthy Ice Cream. Coming up next, we have the Edie's Slow Churned line, which leans heavily on non-fat milk than cream, which keeps the calories lower. In fact, simply choosing the Edie's line over their classic coffee will save you 40 calories, 4 grams of fat, and 2 grams of saturated fat. And although the coffee flavor is the healthiest choice of the Edie's Slow Churned, it actually contains quite a bit of caffeine, so try to avoid before bed. But some of us, I can drink caffeine all day long and not be affected. So that is the Edie's Slow Churned line. And the next one is the Breyers Natural Vanilla. It's made from a combination of milk, cream, sugar, and tarragon, which again is a stabilizer from tara seeds, a type of bean, and natural flavor that just stabilizes to make it thicker. Breyers Natural Vanilla has earned an allegiance for both its low-calorie concoctions and the simplicity of its natural ingredients. Their chocolate flavor is also one of the best besides the natural vanilla. And the next one I'm so excited to see is my favorite, and that is Turkey Hill Moose Tracks. Considering this healthy ice cream is loaded with fudge swirls and flecked with chocolate peanut butter cups, the nutritionals are solid. You would be hard-pressed to find a more decadent dessert with fewer calories. And trust people, we have looked. Per half a cup, it's 140 calories, 6 grams of fat, 2.5 saturated, 65 milligrams of sodium, 20 carb, and 3 grams of protein. Oh, Turkey Hill Moose Tracks, you are the best. Again, with fudge, chocolate peanut butter cups, and everything else. Again, I like those toys. That's what she said. And next we have the brand called Nadamoo, and that is spelled Nadamoo exclamation point. And the name of the brand literally translates to the fact that it has no dairy in it, like nada, no, moo would be a cow. So Nadamoo exclamation point. I thought that was kind of a cute name. Well, this is overwhelmingly coconutty because it's made with organic coconut milk and is dairy-free. And while a serving of this may have just as much fat as other regular ice cream brands, it does have significantly less sugar. And per half cup, it's 120 calories. And next, we have the Blue Bunny Frozen Yogurt Vanilla Bean. Frozen yogurt offers the best of both worlds since it's cool and creamy like ice cream, but lower in calories and higher in protein. And the bonus is that it contains as much calcium as a container of yogurt and serves up to the same gut-healthy active cultures that can help slim you down. But just because it's healthy ice cream, again, it doesn't mean that you should spoon everything down in seconds, and do watch the calories and the serving sizes and portion sizes, as we all don't want to be reminded of. But I am only the messenger. Please don't shoot the messenger. I want you to be healthy, happy, and enjoy your life. The next brand is called So Delicious, and that's S-O Delicious, and that is made primarily of soy milk. One of their top flavors is the chocolate velvet. And per half a cup, it only has 130 calories and 2 grams of protein. Again, it's made with soy milk instead of traditional cow's milk, so dairy-free. And It cuts the fat without needing to make up for anything with an extra hit of sugar. According to food scientists, the soy milk versions, as opposed to the almond milk pea protein versions, it's closest to creaminess to the actual dairy milk. So Delicious is another great alternative for you if you are lactose intolerant or choose to be dairy free. Now, to add a few more to the list, I want to mention Chili Cow Brown Butter Salted Caramel Ice Cream Bars. The brand, again, is Chili Cow. This new guy on the ice cream block uses ultra-filtered milk, which basically rids the milk of sugar and water to leave you with a more protein-packed product. And it makes portioning control a breeze thanks to the fact that it's on a stick and a half pint or a bar. And per serving, it's 100 calories, 3.5 grams of fat, and 6 grams of protein. And next we have another coconut milk-based ice cream product for those coconut milk lovers out there. This is called Coconut Bliss, and their top flavor is the sweet cherry amaretto. Coconut milk ice creams may have higher fat content than their regular ice cream, but they have a type of fat that's been shown to raise the good HDL cholesterol. And again, the number one flavor is that sweet cherry amaretto. And per serving, it has 260 calories. Next, you've probably seen this in the dairy freezers, and I've spoken on behalf of this brand. This is the Talenti Gelato Chocolate Fudge Swirl. In fact, the person that started the brand is one of my best friends from the Minnesota Vikings and someone I worked with at General Mills, and that is Talenti, Talenti, and that is gelato with less sugar. And the top is the chocolate fudge swirl. The brand, known for its decadent gelato and sorbet, just got even better with its new low-calorie, low-sugar line. It has the same great flavors and the same great taste, but it's without a lot of the extra fat and calories. And again, opt for that chocolate fudge swirl, which has the shortest ingredient list and the most natural ingredients out of all the flavors. And that's 160 calories per serving. Next, we have the Blue Marble Organic Strawberry Ice Cream. And this comes from Brooklyn. Modern farming systems aren't on our side when it comes to health, so having an organic ice cream option like this one ensures that there are no GMOs, pesticides, hormones, or antibiotics in your pint of ice cream. It all started in a small shop in Brooklyn, New York. Blue Marble now ships its delicious treats nationwide, all while still churning out that genuine ice cream texture and flavor. And their top flavor is the organic strawberry that boasts 220 calories per serving and 4 grams of protein. Next is the Yasso Coffee Chocolate Chip Frozen Greek Yogurt Bars. And it's got coffee in it. It's true, and it's so good. And it's only 100 calories per bar. Yasso Bars is made with Greek yogurt as a base, and we all know how healthy Greek yogurt is. So they're naturally higher in protein and lower in fat. And shout out to those chocolate chips for making that sweet buzz even better by mixing up that texture. Finally, we have the Paleo Passion Pops. This is for those paleo diet lovers out there. And the top flavor is the Kim's Coconut with Chia Seeds. Paleo Passion Pops. And you will see a migrancy of the monkey, gorilla to the human on the top of the brand label. It's very cute. Paleo Passion Pops evolve the way you eat. Very clever. 120 calories per pop. These healthy ice cream bars are paleo and that they have no dairy or gluten. Each pop is free of cane or refined sugars, artificial flavorings, or chemical food dyes. So if you're craving a frozen treat and a vacation, every lick is a mini treat to the Caribbean islands. Now, I said I was done, but I want to just add a few more to the list. And that would be the Kato, which is made of avocado. This is called Kato Non-Dairy. Simply lemon avocado frozen dessert would be their top flavor. From avocado toast to avocado frosting, you can add the supreme green to just about everything, including ice cream. And this is divine. And that brand again is Kato, spelled C-A-D-O, because it's made from avocado. So you know it's healthy and natural, and only is 170 calories per serving, with 1 gram of protein and 13 grams of sugar. I can't help but mention the next one, which is Chloe's Soft Serve Fruit Company Mango Pops. These sweet treats are only 60 calories per pop and are naturally fat-free and made of just fruit, water, and cane sugar. Yeah, that's it. Only 3 ingredients. And we always learn that we should buy products that have the least amount of ingredients of anything else, because that would be the healthiest without added things that we can't even pronounce and we don't even know what we're putting into our bodies. So only water, cane sugar, and fruit. These pops are definitely one of the healthier options when craving a frozen sweet. But be careful, they're actually high in sugar, and that would be 15 grams of sugar per bar. And that's Chloe's Soft Serve Fruit Company, and their top flavor is the Mango Pop. Now, a few more of the top brands that I want to mention are as follows. If you are a keto lover and are on a keto diet and are quite strict with yourself, the top keto ice cream brands are Keto Point, Killer Creamery, Mammoth Creameries, and Rebel Creamery. If you are someone that only sticks to anything organic, everything you put in your mouth has to be organic, the top brands are as follows for that. And number one would be the Whole Foods 365, which is their private label. Next is Alden Organic, followed by Coconut Bliss, Strauss Organic Ice Cream, Three Twins, Slim Twin, Maxine's, followed by Humboldt Creamery, New Barn Almond Ice Cream, and finally the grass-fed only Trickling Springs Creamery. And some other good conventional brands and some varieties that contain natural sugar, so be sure to check if you are against that, would be Graeter's and only the vanilla, Jenny's Splendid Ice Cream, and some varieties have natural flavors. And finally, Haagen-Dazs, which contains no natural flavors. I want to give you a little tip. Sometimes when we go for those low-fat, low-sugar ice creams, sometimes we can really lose the flavor and the creaminess. And two different toppings that can really help you and add to that flavor and the creaminess would be adding olive oil to the top. Well, I know that sounds really strange, but if you add almond oil, it actually adds to that creaminess because the non-dairy alternatives have water for their first ingredient. So if you add a little bit of olive oil, you are actually replacing healthy fats from the fats that were, taken away from the ice cream. And if you mix it up, it creates that creamy flavor and kind of brings out the salt and sweetness of the ice cream. And the second one would be for people that love chili flakes and like it kind of hot, like a sriracha, would be to put chili flakes on the top of the ice cream and mix it in, and it gives that salty and sweet with a little fire to it. And that can help boost your metabolism as well with that capsaicin. Now, I've just mentioned a few of the top brands and the top recommended by nutritionists and dietitians. There are so many brands coming out every single day, better and better and better. And again, the food scientists are just geniuses at making something healthy or using some kind of an alternative. But always do watch the portion control and the calories and read the ingredients list. You can even go to your local Aldi, Trader Joe's, what have you. Just look at the calorie content, the portion control, and see what you can do because we only live once. You want to indulge and you want to have ice cream. That was the top number one indulgence during the pandemic. And again, we spent $1.8 billion on ice cream more than ever before. So please, always remember your health, but always remember your happiness because you only live once and you want to enjoy. And for those of you on the dating circuit who need a super cheesy pickup line, this is what I've heard before. And it goes, lick me and treat me like a dripping ice cream cone. The list goes on and on. It's just much too easy. But I will leave you with a PG version, which is, with ice cream, anything is popsicle. But that goes with life. With love and belief in yourself and a positive attitude, anything is possible. Yes, very cheesy, all of it. But thank you again so much for joining me on another episode of Believe SoCal Sweat. And I can't wait to see you next time. But in the meantime, indulge in that ice cream and indulge in life because it's fleeting and you only live once. So please go treat yourself to the most creamy, indulgent, delicious cup or cone of ice cream you've ever had. We appreciate you for listening, and please rate and subscribe to the show on iTunes. You can also listen on Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, Luminary, TuneIn, or at Believe.com. And you can always reach out to me for any questions or topics that you'd like covered on the show at Ann McDaniels or at Ann McDaniels Actress. And I will see you next time on Believe SoCal Sweat.